Hey everyone, this is Ben with Swift English. So now we're going to take a look at a writing task 2 question here. A student of mine had this earlier this month, so I'm going to show you guys how you can tackle this question. So we're going to do this one together. All right, so let's take a look at this. So on the left side of the screen, the professor is going to have this post, and eventually you want to find that question, identify it. So imagine that we did here. How can we improve new students' anxiety when they first arrive at a new school? So when they talk about school, usually they're referring to university here because this is the TOEFL exam. All right, so now I'm gonna just jump to the response right away. You could see what the other students said briefly. So one of them's gonna, elaborate about something about joining a student clubs, right? Like chess club or some other clubs, like some kind of language clubs. Could be anything. And this student here, they're saying, hey, we should just take them around to campus so they can get familiar with different places, like whatever, the library, cafeteria, and so on. Okay, so we need to come up with our own original idea. So I already have one. I'm gonna use it. So while Anne and Brian bring up some nice ideas to reduce students' anxiety, or we could like paraphrase it like nervousness when they arrive to a new school. I'm going to paraphrase this to a new university. I think that it is much better to hold a, what could we say here? Student orientation party. Or actually, we could say a student welcome party. There we go. This is my idea. Now I'm going to kind of explain this as I go along. So to begin with, so I need to introduce that first reason. I've already explicitly, introduced my opinion. So to begin with, this can include, well, we need to give a reason. So, an orientation party will help incoming students. So for new students, we could use incoming. Feel at ease. So here we could give an example of this. For example, maybe the school can set up some awesome games and activities such as, let's say, air hockey and ping pong. So for those of you who are not familiar with ping pong, table tennis, right? It's another word we use to refer to this. Okay, and now maybe explain a little bit about the benefit of these activities in relation to the question. So here we could say like these kinds of games and activities can really reduce, new students' anxiety levels big time. This is because they associate university as an enjoyable place to be. So you're giving some reasons that show that this is a solution to giving them some kind of comfort, right? All right. And then I'm going to just give a result phrase here. As a result, they feel so as a result, they will not feel so much tension when they as university students, I guess. Okay. So, and we can add new here, as new university students. Okay. So let's go into a second reason. So we could say like maybe also is a good word here you could use. You could use plus, you could use on top of that. There's a lot of options here. So also this, let's see, welcome party can include a lot of delicious comfort food, namely ice cream and pizza. Okay, so let's elaborate on this. Like, how is this, related to controlling their anxiety? So this type of food will make students feel quite relaxed and unwind some of that tension that they have. So during this time, they can be conversing with other students there, and this makes the atmosphere feel less about, let's say, studies and more about entertainment and joy. All right, maybe something like this. And so we could also say, like, finally, offering them some delicious meals will make it easier for them to ask people there questions about university life. Otherwise, if there was a regular orientation session where students had to ask counselors questions at the end of the session, they probably would be reluctant to do that, since they would be full of stress. All right. And now you're kind of done. If you have time, maybe a minute or less than that, you could check your work, right? If you still have time, you could have a conclusion. I'll just create one for the sake of example. So in conclusion, Aldo, Anne, and Brian. So you could just kind of paraphrase this again. Mention some great ideas to decrease students' anxiety when they arrive to a new university. I believe that it is better to have a student orientation party. And there you go. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next